sit there and ask ChatGPT, like, hey, what can I ask Sean? I've already asked him everything.
Well, what was your reaction when he posted the sparring footage last night?
Oh, God. It's funny. That's what led to me calling him out. Was it how long was the clip?
23 seconds.
Like 23. And what a little dirty bastard. You post a light sparring. Let me take the hat off before they cut me. I try not to represent Monster on any press conference where I say something racist or based, as they would say. Statistics, man. It's so weird how those are racist these days. I don't know a lot of terrorists, but normally they're yelling Allahu Akbar. But no, anyways, man. But that's what I'm talking about. The guy's just a little fucking rat, dude. One, I didn't even know we were filming. Those were our warm up rounds. It's dude, you're just a weak man. You're just a weak man. I mean, wouldn't you take that, a weak man?
To be honest, I didn't think there was a lot in the clip.
Yeah, but it's also what is the point? You were light sparring, and you show those shorts a little questionable on my part, but they were Amazon,
Yeah. It was a bad angle for you.
Yeah, it was bad. It was a bad angle, but hey, I like women. He likes goats. I win there.
Did you guys spar more than that, or was that the only round that you guys ever did?
No, we actually only did. We did one. We've only sparred once, and we did a I think it was 3-round spar. So we sparred once, but I kept telling you this, dude. When I go to a gym, I want to spar the best guy. I want to spar him, but he would always just go beat up the lower level guys. I don't know, man.
He said yesterday in his media that he called Hunter up and asked for this fight. He said he wanted to try your meat, and he called for the fight.
Try my meat.
Do you think he took something out of those spars that made him want this fight? Do you even believe he asked for this fight? What do you think is making him so confident coming into this one?
No, I mean, of course he fucking, I don't know, man. What was that even mean, dude? Did you call him a faggot when that happened? Did you say, what are you trying to fucking say, dude? All right, relax. No, I mean, I think it's also a good fight. I think it's a fun fight. There's so many people in the division where it's what are the top 5? Brendan Allen, his fucking punching bag, his meat. What else in the top 5 division you have right now? Yeah. So it's kind of nice just to get a fresh look, new blood. So I think the fight just kind of made sense.
Do you get the impression that if you can't get this done, there's no one else in this division who can? Hopefully guys are learning how to wrestle these days. It's just really hard, dude. When you're dealing with that kind of Chechen style of leg humping, it's unless you've experienced it before, it's hard to train for, because they just get on your leg and they just fucking hold on for dear life. They don't really. It's hard to experience unless you train with these guys. I've trained with these guys forever, so I kind of know what it's like. Do you find everyone's talking oh, they can't see each other in the lobby, we might not be able to do a face-off? Are you kind of getting a little bit bored of that narrative? It's a bit you are both adults.
I mean, I don't think he gives a fuck, does he?
He doesn't seem to.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I think, I didn't even know how this even get started. Oh, I know how it got started. He said something about jumping me. He made a joke about all my friends would jump you. And I said, dude, you're a fucking coward. I'm a grown-ass man. At no point in my life, have I ever said, I'm going to jump this man. To me, to say that and look myself in the mirror after saying that and saying that I'm going to threaten you and my fans, it kind of makes me feel like a pussy. So the fact that you can say that's why I say you're a weak man. So I think I said that, well, if you or any Chechen rolls up to me, they're going to get fucking, I think, what I got, 20 plus 1. And my carry gun's 18 plus 1. So, but I mean, that's realistic. If you walk outside and there's fucking 5 Chechens trying to fight, not in New Jersey, obviously, because we're in a fucking communist state, but in Vegas, if I walk outside and there's 3 fucking Chechens, I legally could put a fucking bullet in each and every one of them. Why? Because in America, we value being a fucking man. In America, we value one-on-one fights. We value standing your ground. What we don't value is being a fucking weak third-world fucking pussy who threatens friends. It's such a soft mentality. Soft man. You agree, though, right? I mean, it's kind of a bitch mentality, right?
I don't.
Show of hands. Everybody's raising their hand.
Well, did you take? He tweeted about you're growing up and stuff like that, which sometimes people like to throw out your way. Did you?
I didn't even see it. What did he say? You can say it. You repeat it.
He said that your dad made you a girl.
Honestly, my dad kind of made me violent because he was such a weak man. You're gonna find that maybe Chimaev included. like growing up, my dad was like the boogeyman. Like he was the scariest fucking thing, the scariest thing in my life. You know, watching him beat up my mom, throw beer bottles at me. So it's like, to me, my dad, he almost made me a little bit like sociopathic, more like a sociopath than anything. He probably did more harm than good. And I'll never forget. I was like, I think I was 17 years old, and like he wasn't letting my mom go to work. And I walked in there, and I was like, Dad, like I think I was a fighter at the time. I probably dropped out of high school. I was probably a fucking loser. And I walked in there, and I was like, dude, you gotta let it go to work, dude. Like you gotta let it go to work. Mortgage must be paid. And the guy gets in my face, and he says like, I'm your dad. You're gonna fucking hit me. And I remember I just said, like, you know what, fuck it, dude. Today's the day. And I headbutted him, broke his nose, fell down, and this guy started crying. And it was like so disappointing to me because I seen this guy who was like this fucking psychopath my whole life who I was scared of. And you just see him, this whiny little bitch on the floor bleeding. So it's like, if anything, I would say my dad probably more made me a sociopath than why might have to shoot 3 Chechens on stand your ground law.
I'll leave it on this one. Look, the fight itself, everyone knows he's going to come out. He's going to be aggressive. He's going to shoot really early, and you're going to have to scramble and work your way back up. At what point in the fight do you think you start to turn it in your favor?
You know, I don't have an issue. Like my boy Johnny's in the back, dude. Let's go, dude. My boy's Johnny in the back, dude. I think he's a far better wrestler than Chimaev. He shoots better, has better stand up. So it's like I've been training with guys that are better than him. I think Johnny beats him on any Saturday. So I just like, I don't know, man. I don't think he's gonna put anything at me where I'm like, oh, that's you know, maybe if he feints right and lands and gets lucky and lands a punch, but like punch for punch, wrestle for wrestle, I got this. But that was quick.
Sean, just curious. Obviously, a lot of people talking about the grappling with this fight, and people noticed a stat leading in that in all your UFC fights, no one has ever attempted a submission against you.
Maybe because I've only fought men. I don't know.
Sure. Does that surprise you at all, or like, did you know that stat?
I mean, dude, submissions are fucking gay, dude. It's like they're fucking gay. Like I'm sad that I have to potentially deal with a guy who wants to dry hump my leg. It's but I'm also never really in a position to for guys to do submissions, right? Like I don't want to go on my back, you know. I'm not into that shit.
What would mean more to you, this title win or your victory over Israel Adesanya?
Oh man, you know, dude, let me tell you guys, I don't like live in the past. You know, I'm always a forward, must move forward kind of guy. You know, it was dope, but you know, a W is a W, and an L is an L. I think with Chimaev, it's more of like just a kind of a score to settle, you know, because we train. I think I fuck you up. You think you fuck me up. And it's like, it's really like, we just get to find out who.
Would you want your title reign to be different compared to the first time? Like, obviously, you weren't able to defend it. You had a pretty quick turnaround. Is things going to be different this time around?
Nah, dude, are you kidding me? I want a quick turnaround always, dude. I'm not fucking Chimaev. I'm not going to go home and fucking suck off a dictator for a year and live in fame, dude. I want to go fucking fight, dog. I want to make money.
Do you think Nasruddin Imavov is the top contender?
Oh yeah, Nasruddin. I mean, I guess is he the top contender now? I guess so. I mean, you know, the angry Muslim. I guess so. We'll fight another angry Muslim. Swear to God, to the UFC, like, I wonder if the UFC wakes up and says, I want to actively ruin this sport. You know, let's go get the most unlikable pieces of shit and like, let's put them in the UFC. Like, fuck Tank Abbott, fuck Matt Hughes. Like, let's just go and get the most unlikable motherfuckers, dude. I mean, I told you a story, but I think I made a joke on Islam. You know, I try to lay off of it because I have a lot of Muslim buddies. So like, even though it's really hard for me not to, I try not to because, like, you know, I'll have, like, Muslim guys come and be like, Sean, like, you know, you met my mom, you met my sister, you met my kid, and you're sitting there, like, talking shit on my religion. I'm like, God damn it, dude. But I'm like, maybe that's your sign, right? Like, are there any Christians in the room? You know, are there any Christians? I can make fun of Christ all day long, and you guys can be like, well, you're going to hell, but good luck. But maybe that's your sign. But I try not to go too hard on Islam these days just for the sake of my friends. But it made me laugh because he said something. Like Ali Akbar to a tweet or something I did. And I was like, bro, remember with Charlie Hebdo?
You remember that? Remember that when you fucking piece of shit went there and murdered that fucking guy in France? Did you post about him? Did you condemn that? It's like, at the end of the day, dude, these guys, even Chimaev said, well, my Muslim community, dude, your Muslim community, bro, you guys are like, if that's your Muslim community, that you have to jump somebody or go murder someone for freedom of speech, like you have a serious fucking problem. And that is why the UFC bringing these fuckers in, fight or not. You just like, you make the sport almost unwatchable because you're bringing these people that are not compatible with America, that Americans don't give a fuck about. They don't understand America. They can never be an American. So it's one of those like shitty things where it's like the UFC will just keep doing it. But I mean, at some point, I don't give a fuck about Nasruddin.
Right. No, lastly from me, I see obviously like the odds makers have you like a 5-1 underdog, but I see a lot of fighters like the likes of Joe Rogan talking about how you're built for this fight and you have the skill set to win. What's the difference between what all those people are seeing and what the betting public is seeing?
Chimaev's best chance, it's not going to be grappling. It's going to be maybe if he slips right and does an overhand or something, or if he gets lucky. But it's like at the end of the day, guys, you could bring the best grappler in the fucking world and you could have us grapple for an hour. I will win. All I fucking do is grapple. You guys, what do you guys think? The reason why I don't post grappling is because it's fucking gay. I could go show me and Michelle trying to give each other CTE, and that's great. Do you really want to see me and two guys in the missionary position? Just like, it's fucking gay, dude. I don't want to do it.
Sean, on the countdown, Eric referred to you as maybe the captain over at Extreme. So I guess what's camp been like, with Francis preparing for his fight? Johnny just got his new fight.
Did you say Francis, bro? You're not allowed to say that. Do you see that logo? Like, where does this logo? You can't say that. Francis is not allowed to be talked about.
It's too late now.
Motherfucker. I actually tried to bring him to the PI to wrestle with us in the UFC. He's like, no, it was like, you can't do that. Like, what the fuck, dude? African man walked across that continent fucking barefoot, and you're just that fucking salty because he wanted to go make more money and better his life. Crazy, like. But, UFC's going to UFC. But no, dude, my camp's been great, Honestly, I hate training with Johnny. I truly hate training with Johnny Eblen. Like, it's, I go and I look at his sparring and we just fucking beating up Brendan Allen, using him as a fucking piece of meat. I'm like, that'd be so nice. Can we get Brendan Allen here? Like, I want him as a training partner. Here I am training with Johnny, like world champion, like just having a fucking 5-round death match every day. And I'm like, that'd be real nice.
Who's the tougher spar between Francis and Alex?
Oh, that's a hard one, dude. Alex, and this is where Alex is going to excel so much at heavyweights because, like, heavyweights, they're fucking heavyweights. Alex is not a heavyweight. Alex is a 205er with a heavyweight build that could be heavyweight, and that's why you're going to see him succeed so much because you're fighting lower competition. You're faster, you hit harder. So, no, I think but then Francis is big and black, bro. I don't know, dude. If I had to pick who I had to fight, dude, I don't fucking know, dude. Well, we already know how one went, I don't know, man. They both suck.
You mentioned just now, you said, you have Muslim friends who say, why do you pick on them, right? Why not just keep the trash talk confined to the fighter himself and go instead of going beyond the country?
Well, let me tell you, he kind of made that about that. He was the one that says this white guy, this American, like he kind of made that realm of. I mean, the first time I met, again, funny joke. He joked about being a fucking terrorist. If literally the first time I met the guy, he's like, "Oh, I'm a terrorist, man." I didn't say that, motherfucker. But no, you know what it is, dude. We live in a world right now where we're being like forced to conform to ideologies and beliefs that don't fit America. Like even, look at these Somali communities that come and just defraud the government. We are being forced right now as someone who built the Western world, who is a beacon of hope and freedom. Like the rest of the world models themselves off America, and we're being forced to import these third world motherfuckers that have really no right or beliefs or identity as America. And they don't come and they don't merge. They're not a melting pot. They don't come and say, you know what, man, I love freedom of speech. Draw any picture of Muhammad you want. Like they don't do that. They come here and they actively try to change their country to our country. They try to change it to their country that they left that fucking sucks. And it's just a damn shame that we have these fucking liberals that keep promoting that idea. If you want to go have Sharia law and you want to go cover up your wife and put her on a fucking towel and a blanket, go back to your shitty fucking country. We're not doing this shit in America. And every proud Americans, white, black, Mexican, brown, you guys have to speak up because these people are actively against everything we stand for as Americans.
Has anyone you ever trust or respected strongly suggested you cool down the rhetoric? There might be more opportunity, especially if you're a champion.
I don't give a fuck, dude. If Nike wants to come, give me a fucking. I mean, fuck Nike. You want to come, give me a logo as you go. Use little Chinese kids and make fucking shoes. Like, fuck these major companies. You don't want to sponsor me? Go fuck yourself. You're actually the problem, dude. Your DEI initiatives. Like, I don't give a fuck, dude. I don't need to be a rich man. I'm good. I can retire right now. I don't. What, an extra $1 million? Well, I don't give a fuck, dude. Keep your money, you fucking corporate scumbags.
Sean, obviously the security here is much more elevated.
Yeah,
And followed around. When you left yesterday, the police are they state police? Who's following you?
Yeah, state police. I don't know. The state police, really good guys, dude. Really good guys.
I'm sure, but they're finishing up with media. Sean's on the move. Is this amusing to you?
Let me tell you guys, it's not the first fight where I had security. I think I've had a couple fights where I've had security. This is probably the highest security. But again, I don't think there really is a problem with me and Chimaev. Like, if me and Chimaev were here right now, we're not going to fight, obviously. We're going to fucking fight Saturday. But this goes back to his point. Chimaev will come, and he has to bring 30 fucking fanatical Chechens, and they cannot be trusted because they are not compatible with us. So why do we have security? We have security because we've somehow let these fucking savages come to our country, and he brings a 30-man entourage. And I have to be in America, and New Jersey, by the way, is a piece of shit state. No offense, New Jersey. There's no stand your ground, no concealed carry. It's real fucking bad here. But as an American, I have to be here and be like, hey, there are 30 third world country motherfuckers that won't fight alone, that are walking around real fucking stabby. Like, if this proves my point more than anything, I don't know what else does.
Have you been able to kind of explore it all, or are you interested in going anywhere or that kind of thing? How much has this kind of affected your
No, I actually love it, man. It's way more quiet, I don't get people harassing me. Usually, especially title fights, it's I always go the extra mile with fans. If any fan comes up to me, doesn't matter, I always go the extra mile. So it's kind of nice just not having to do that, And again, I love fans, but title fights, there's a different level of people that show up that are more into the UFC. So it's kind of nice being able to zone out a little bit more.
You said this is a little more elevated than it's been in the past. What are some other times, I guess, where you did have a little bit of security with you?
Oh, I think when I hit that guy in Australia, love tap. By the way, we got to find that guy and give him a shirt or a ticket, dude. Bring that motherfucker in. I mean, he didn't come up and say he didn't press charge. It was more like a love tap. It's more like a love tap. I won't say hit. But no, I think with me, usually with security, they just know that I'm volatile. And I want to say I'm volatile, I hit people that deserve to get hit. I'm not going to go out there and just attack you or attack him. But if a motherfucker needs to get hit, I'm going to hit him. And I don't give a fuck. I'll take my assault charge. I'll go spend a couple months in jail. I don't give a fuck, So I think the UFC is just more cautious because they know that I will hit a motherfucker. Chechen or not, 30 of them or 20 of them or 2 of them, I will hit them.
Do you really think anything is going to happen between now and fight night?
No, I know, of course not. But I mean, how much money is UFC invested in this? If one fuck up, and next thing you know, they lose fucking millions of dollars. So I think right now they're just trying to protect their investment. But I think everything's fine.
Sean, the talk is that Chimaev is going to move up to light heavyweight after he beats you. If you win, do you think he stays and chases that rematch?
Yeah, no, I don't know. I think he would. I think light heavyweight's probably a significantly easier division right now than the middleweight. I mean, fuck, I should move up to light heavyweight. It'd be way easier than fucking middleweights. It's kind of again, there's something with and this is a known thing in the industry, there's a skill gap as you go up. So I'll give you an example. I'll coach a lot of guys and I'll help a lot of guys. So I'll go and coach the little guys, the 45ers, the 55ers. And sometimes I'm watching these guys and I'm like, you are doing everything perfect. You're checking kicks, you're punching, your volume, you're shooting. you are doing everything perfect. I have nothing to say to you, right? And then I'll go watch a heavyweight guy, and I'm like, dude, you're leaning back, you're dropping your fucking punch, you're doing like, I could watch a heavyweight fight, and there's a million things wrong. So it's a known thing that there is a skill gap between smaller guys and bigger guys. So it's kind of smart, you know. I just got to go and I can't tell you how many like Tom Aspinall, I spoiled Tom Aspinall. I'm like, I could fight this guy. I could fight this guy. He's big, but I could fight him. But yeah, so I think a lot of guys moving up, they're realizing it's just an easier time moving up.
That being said, is there a time where you move up to light heavyweight?
You know, I mean, maybe if I want to, you know, enjoy life a little bit more. I'm trying to think of all the light heavyweights I've sparred. Ankalaev, dude, Ankalaev would be a fucking fight. Ankalaev, I think, beats Chimaev any day of the week. So Ankalaev will probably be the next champion, hands down. I mean, it's crazy that Alex, like, that's how you know that you deserve your ranking and you are a champion, because you beat Ankalaev. Ankalaev is probably one of the best 205ers I've ever sparred.
Thank you.
That's it. All right, guys. Have a good one. You there, this fucking guy. You trying to race bait me? Motherfucker. Let's talk about fucking Muslims.